So this is on how to increase your emotional intelligence. The thing is that in today's society, everyone is distracted from themselves. A lot of people are running away from themselves. They're trying to not sit with themselves. They're trying to go for the next thing that keeps them from feeling what they're going through. So they're trying everything else. They're trying, maybe they're watching TV, maybe they go drinking, but whatever it is, it's meant to distract, or it's meant to have someone not go into the negative feelings that they might carry. So it's a way of running away from oneself. And the important thing in order to increase emotional intelligence is to actually sit with unpleasant feelings, with uncomfortable feelings, and to write them out. So any kind of emotion that comes up, and not to run away from oneself, to go for the next thing because that's more enticing, that's more like fun. And everything that you can acknowledge in yourself is something that you then can see in other people. So if you know how it is when you're angry, you can easily recognize anger in other people. That's just a basic example, but whatever you acknowledge in yourself is something that you can recognize in someone else. But until you recognize those things in yourself, you cannot see those things in others. You can't really acknowledge them in other people. So that's one thing. So in order to do that, I think the best thing is to really just sit down, get yourself a journal, sit yourself down every day for half an hour or hour, and just write out. So I'm feeling this, I'm feeling that. Just write out the emotions. Don't write out stories. Don't write out, yesterday happened this and that, and then Stan said and Kelly said this and that. So like don't be writing out stories, the narratives about everything, but in the underlying feeling that comes with the story. So the best thing you can do is to just sit down, and instead of writing out the stories, you're going for the feeling that's underneath. So what feeling do I have? What emotion do I have? And the interesting thing is, the more you acknowledge those emotions, the stories also subside. So if you have something that's unacknowledged, some kind of emotion, then it can become something that just like runs in our mind around. It becomes a narrative, it becomes a story that just keeps going. But the moment you acknowledge the emotion or the feeling, you can notice how also the narratives and the thoughts subside. So they fade away a little bit. And you can learn more about yourself, like from what emotion do you act out of, what emotions might control you or have you act in a certain way. And yeah, so that's my recommendation. If you want to increase your emotional intelligence, be someone that can sit down for half an hour or an hour every day, write out everything that comes up emotion-wise. So really make it frustrated, angry, unhappy, sad, whatever. Like whatever comes up, you just write that emotion out, and you can recognize like from what place you're coming from, what kind of emotions you're having. And yeah, it's gonna help you be someone that actually is able to observe emotions and not have emotions control them. So there are a lot of benefits to it. And you're easier able to recognize what kind of emotion someone else is driving. And yeah, so those are my thoughts to how to increase your emotional intelligence, and I see you on the next video.